Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to Tuesday Preppers, where we take a look at the in-game news for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius and think about what you might want to get ready for with like killer abilities and materia and weapons and things like that. And lately these videos have been a little bit sparse because there has not been a whole lot to get ready for. Yeah, so it is kind of nice to get together to do them, but the problem is that sometimes the JP side of the wiki like updates, and like even though the event is like there, it's like not there, and you can't really go in and see the full data. And this is one of those weeks where this happens. So I don't have a whole lot of really detailed information to share, other than we are going to go over some stuff that you might be able to put together for the events, and we'll talk a little bit about them and kind of see what's good, you know, what the be coming out this week. So, you know, I want to go over a little bit of something and talk about what's happening. The big thing that is really surprising, I was really surprised to see this, is that the Final Fantasy 16 characters are coming into the game. So we've got Clive Rossfield here starting on July 11th. My understanding, I've not done the math on this, is that he's 40k for a pity for a non-premium unit, and there's a nice step up here, well, depending on what you consider nice. But you've got a fire unit, and a couple of wind units, or actually a water unit, and a lightning unit, and an ice unit. Very strange combination of units here, but you know, there's your step up. Clive is a damage dealer. He's got a new updated leader skill that is going to be boosting attack and magic by 1250% and defense and spirit 200 for elite soldiers, fire, Clash of Wills fire, and Clash of Wills support, or in Clash of Wills content the same amount for attack and magic and 750 for defense and spirit. What's cool about that is that like the newest units, Fundamental Forces and Ethne, they fall under those, and so does not Mastermind Zon, the Phantom Blade Zon, or Phantom Thief Zon. So like some of the strongest units that we have available right now are going to fall under this leader skill, even though they aren't like fire units, because technically Fundamental Force and Ethne are technically fire units because they have a 150 fire amp. So, you know, pretty cool. I think he's got a lovely leader skill that's going to benefit a lot of people. Some other cool characters fall under elite soldiers as well, like Celeste, lots and lots of units fall under elite soldiers. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But he does fire and wind elemental burst, so 150 amp for 2 categories, and then an area effect as well. And yeah, so he's here. So Clive is coming, and this, like I said, was a surprise, especially considering like just the timeline of how things are getting released and things. So I think it's cool. I personally don't have the lapis to spend on him, but you know, he could be valuable for a lot of players. But the content that he's coming with is a King Mog event, the Path of Vengeance. So this event, you know, it's a farming event. You're gonna be doing your box summons and farming up all the stuff. This is where I said the wiki doesn't have all the information that I would like to share with you. I'm gonna guess this is probably a dragon, just based on this enemy sprite right here. That this is probably a dragon enemy. I don't know for sure. Maybe it's a beast. Maybe it's a dragon. Probably a dragon. What we do know is that from farming the event, you want to reach up to 350,000 event points. That's a lot. And so because it's 350,000, you obviously want to have a full team of EX16 or EX units, EX3 all the way. And so the good news is there are lots and lots of NVAs that you can make EX3 to fill out your party. And so just looking at the screen right now, you can see a long list of elite soldiers units that are all NVAs. So like Assassin Shadow, Benevolent Beauty, Rem, Cloud, Original Cloud, right? Elena, Olin, Gilgamesh, War of the Visions, Gladiolus, Ignacio, Lone Lion Squall, Lauren, Machina, Mystical Ice Laswell, Pyroglacial Laswell, Kator, Queen, Radiant Lightning, Reagan, Runda, Sacred Shield, Charlotte, Seiss, Sieghard, Vayne, Veritas of the Dark, Wild Rose Fury, and Yago Zell. These are not just all of the elite soldiers. A lot of characters have that category. These are all NVAs, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to have a full team of EX3 units, and definitely set some of these as a friend unit, just so that people have an option. Now, these are obviously not the best units in the game. These are just NVAs, and there are certainly some like Neovisions and Neovisions Plus elite soldiers units that you can put on, like I said, Celeste, and some others. We could take a look, like just at what I have laying around. If I go to that and sort, clear everything out here by elite soldiers. Like just looking at what I've got, if I filter out only the NV base ones, Celeste, like I said, Ramza, Hyo, Veritas of the Frost, Wondrous Flash Lightning, Knights of Grand Shield, Deity of War Tyvis, tons and tons of units have elite soldiers. So Stern, sold. I'll bring Stern, that's fine. Ramza, Agrius, Sephiroth, tons and tons of units with the elite soldiers tag. So it's a big category, which is why another reason why Clive is kind of a big deal as far as his leader skill goes. But there you go. Those are your, like, if you've got kind of a newer account and you're just looking for some bonus units, these are all NVAs that you could bring, and that could be helpful to get this stuff from this event. This Will of Fire is probably good to go ahead and grab for Clive if you ever want a Clive or you plan to get Clive. It is 500 attack form on an accessory, plus all the base stats on the item, so definitely good to grab it. And there you go. But in addition to that, if you get some of these Final Fantasy 16 units, and we are getting one for free, I'll talk about that in just a second as well, you are also going to want to go after the Dominant Awakened Challenge of the Brave Fight. There's no data for this on the wiki again, but you won't really need to do this until you get some 16 units. But like I said, there's only 2 of them. We are getting one for free, and that is going to be Jill. So if you look at the July Crest Pass, Jill is here, Jill Warwick is here, and you are, similar to previous NVAs or Neovisions and Neovisions Awakened Plus units that we've got. She's got fragments on both sides. Let's see, 25 here, 25 here, so 50 EX1 right here, and then an additional 50 right there, and an additional 50 right there. So actually, that's pretty good, right? That's EX2, right? So 25, 25, the EX1 right there, and then an additional 25 and 25, 25. That's EX2. So free Jill EX2 for everybody. That seems pretty good if you buy the pass, if you buy the Crest Pass. If you don't, you're just getting half, you're just getting 1/4 of the way to EX2, which, maybe you want or maybe you don't. She's got she's an ice leader and a mage. Pretty strong one too. We all know how ice is. It is what it is, but there you go. That's really all there is here in the news. Some new vision cards, some miscellaneous updates. There's a new category coming called Flowers of the Battlefield. This is all like warrior chicks, whatever. So I'm sure lots of global units be picking that up. Cool. And then hopefully, really, really hoping that if we go here and then go into the known issues, where's the thing about the the tickets for player appreciation? I really hope those come out here this week. It'd be super nice if we get some appreciation going for the players. But there you have it. So Final Fantasy 16. I don't know if you're excited or not. I've never played it, so I don't have any like nostalgia for this game. But I understand that Clive is a big part of like the fire team. But we seem to be missing some of those units that are part of that fire team. That could be really useful. We don't have Overdrive yet, which is a big deal, but they already said that the first Overdrive character we're going to be getting is not a fire unit. It's going to be Wilhelm, who's a Clash of Wills Overdrive unit. So we'll see how that plays out. But as far as like pulling for Clive goes, I just don't have the Lapis in stock to do it. So I'm gonna hope and pray for one on video summons to make my fundamental force stronger, and go from there. But that's all I got for right this moment. So until Thursday, set yourself up so a bunch of elite soldiers, NVAs, and set them for friend units if you don't have a good one as a Neovisions unit to put on your team. That way all your friends can farm this event faster. Until then, be good to each other, take care, and we will see you on Thursday, probably, for something. I don't know what, we'll see.